Okay. Can you please confirm if you can see my screen, Angela?
Yes, of course I can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's just going to be you and me. So I'll try to make this class very fun and enjoyable for you. I know that today is a holiday day in Colombia. I completely forgot about that. So I really appreciate that you are here with me this morning. Okay, so today we are going to talk about a report. As you know, we are going to practice today our writing skill. So yeah, we're going to know a little bit about what is the proper way to write a report. Okay, so our goal. Our goal by the end of this class, Angela, is that you will understand the structure of our report and you will be able to write a clear and well organized report on any type of topic. In this case, in this activity, after all the explanation, I'm going to give you like a topic or an example or information that you can work with in the moment of writing a report. Now, the agenda that we are going to follow today is that we are going to introduce ourselves, even though that we already know each other, which is great because like it's like talking with a friend, having a class with a friend. But we can talk about like our lives, how this week is going. Then we are going to answer a warm-up question. Then we're going to talk a little bit more about what is a report. Then if you have any question, we will have a Q&A section where you can like share your thoughts, your questions or suggestions. And then we will have activities and then I will just send you the attendance link. Okay, so first introduction and greetings. Well, we know each other already, but I want to know how has been your week? How are you doing? What's new in your life in this past week that we didn't talk?
The teacher, and this week, last week, last, last week was amazing for me because I was practice my English with a teacher, and I was looking
Mm,
for you, but didn't. You didn't
I know.
be in the list. I don't know what happened with
Yeah.
you. I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, well, there was like a miscommunication with the teacher that organized like the classes. And when I went to like schedule my classes, she was saying, "Oh no, you can schedule it now." And I was like, "What?" Anyway, so now in this week I will have more hours to compensate the other classes. But yeah, it was like a miscommunication. But I'm doing well. Nothing bad has happened to me. So yeah. Did you do something fun last week? Like something new? Or just like homework classes?
Not really, just homework, classes, observation, participation, and nothing else.
No social life, right?
Yes, no.
Okay. Well, I will say that my week was very stressful too. Um, I had a lot of homework, as we were talking earlier. It was a little bit stressful when you have collaborative homeworks. Can be a little bit harder because it's not you managing your time, but also managing others' time and opinions. So it was hard. I also moved out this week, so packing everything and fitting everything in suitcase is very stressful. The good thing is that like I throw away a lot of clothes that I never wear, so I donate them.
Wow.
And yeah, I know it was hard. But anyways, I feel that I'm not like that attached with clothes, but I don't know how between you and me, I am obsessed with saving bags, como recolectar bolsas de plástico. I think I have an issue with it. I have like a whole bag
Why?
full of bags.
But
I
why?
don't know. I feel that I'm like my mom. I'm like later I will need this bag, so I'm going to save it. But I never end up like using anything, you know. But I still bring them to the new place that I moved. I still have my huge bag. If I could, I would send you a picture, but it is like a bolsa de basura gigante full of bags. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's my situation and my issue right now. Put order with all those bags. But yeah, that was my week. And yeah, so let's
Was a
continue.
little crazy, teacher, because I'm the contrary. I hate saving things.
Really?
Yes,
Is
I don't know
is your
why.
mom like that?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Oh,
She doesn't like keep things or that kind of things, bags or shoes, all clothes, all whatever.
that's
And I
very good.
am, yes,
Mhm,
I am like her. Yes.
that's very nice. I will say my mom has the same, ¿cómo se dice? Como que heredé los mismos problemas porque mi mamá es igual.
I don't
Y
know.
mi mamá no recolecta, o sea, recolecta bolsas también, pero recolecta tarros de plástico. O sea, ay no, eso es un problema con ella porque es una recolectora de tarros de plásticos y ni siquiera son bonitos, pone sopa en tarros de helado y más de una vez uno iba como, madre, no, qué chévere, mamá compró helado y no, era una sopa congelada adentro. Bueno, muy colombiano eso, pero sí.
Sí.
Okay, so now we are going to answer our warm-up question. Um, this warm-up question is to introduce the topic that we are going to talk about today. And is, have you ever written a report and what is it about? I think that like as you and me, we are doing our practical classes, we are very used to reports because like after each class or yeah, after a phase, we have to write a report of how the classes were during this practical period. So I think that for us it's very used to. But have you ever write or written a different report than that?
No, teacher, in my case, no, I have not. And
Mm,
obviously in Spanish, but in
yeah.
English, I don't think so. Obviously, when,
Mm,
as you say before, the formats here in the university, but
mhm.
other things or other report, no. Obviously,
Okay.
in Spanish, I think it's easier than in English because I don't
Mhm.
know all the grammar, and most of the times, when you are writing a report in English, you have to use basic voice or
Yeah.
grammar structures that we are not used to use it. Yes,
Mhm.
it's quite complicated to write a report in English for me.
It is. And I don't know about you, but I will say that reading and writing is like my weakness skills. Because as you said, and more writing a report because a report is like a file where you use more formal language and tone. So as you say, you have to use passive voice, proper grammar. It's not like an opinion where you just like write what is in your mind and that's it. It doesn't matter if it is formal or informal. But a report is pretty much that, like um, information, formal information that you have to put in a file or document. So yeah, I will say that like I have written reports for another class actually last semester. I keep forgetting the name of the class, but it was like social something, like it was like something about like inclusion. So I have to go outside and make surveys to the people up there, and then based on those surveys and the answers, I have to write reports. But yeah, I think that like most of the time we just write reports for like our practical classes, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to give you like a short introduction about what is a report. So a report, as we were talking, is a formal document that copies the structured information. It is used to analyze situation and provide facts and important information of the investigation made. Reports are commonly used in academic, business, and professional environments. So there are different things that we need to keep in mind of like what is a report. So as you were saying, a report, we use a formal and objective tone. A report has to be written in a clear and professional way. Try to avoiding personal opinions unless the personal opinions are required. Also, the reports have to need to have a structured format. It needs to be divided by into sections with like titles, introduction, solution. This will make the reader understand more what you want to like share in the report. Then you have to use a very concise and clear information while writing a report. You have to be straightforward. Do not like I don't know how to say this expression in English, but no darle vueltas al asunto. Just like be clear and straightforward and to the point. So that's pretty much a report. You can write a report on anything. It can be a academic report, business report, medical report. We can write reports about anything, even like what we have in our house. If I don't know, our mom asks us like, okay, I mean, of course, our moms are not going to ask that, but like, is an example. Write a report of like all the food that we have and what is going to be the food that we need to buy. So we can write reports or on anything. Cool. Okay, so we are going to read this time. There you go. So we are going to read about a report. Do you know who is Macklemore? A musician Macklemore?
Mad what? I don't know. Macklemore.
Yeah,
No, I don't know what is it.
he was he was like a famous rapper in America back in 2015. I don't know if you have ever heard this song. Let me Google it and I will show you. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. I was showing them to the previous class and they were like, oh, after they heard this. Well, have you ever heard that song or listened that song to that song?
No, teacher, I can.
Oh, okay. Anyways, he's a famous rapper. So we are going to read this. I'm going to read this part of exam question, and then you can help me reading um, introduction, then I will read activity, and then you will read suitable present, and then I will read recommendations, okay? Okay, exam question. The American rapper and musician Macklemore is going on tour in your country. He has agreed to pay a 1 hour visit to your school. The headmistress is like the principal, like la directora of your school has asked you to carry out a survey amongst the students and then write a report. She wants suggestions on first, an activity to do with Macklemore, which involves as many students as possible. Two, a present to give Macklemore to say thank you for coming to visit to your school. Okay, Macklemore visit to our school. Can you help me with the introduction, please?
Okay, the aims of this report are not to make suggestions for a suitable activity to do with the musician
Macklemore.
Macklemore,
Yeah,
Macklemore
there you go.
when he visits our school and to recommend a present to give him. It is based on a survey of 70 students.
There you go. Activity with Macklemore. The majority of people surveyed through that the best way for our students to have contact with the rap star was to organize an interview with Macklemore in the school hall. Macklemore could be on the stage and the students could ask him questions using microphone.
I have to read
Mm-hmm. A
suitable
suitable
a
present.
suitable present. Most students thought that each class in the school could prepare one page containing a message, a drawing, or a poem. The page could then be put together to make a book to thank Michael Moore for his visit.
Mhm.
Sure.
Recommendations. I would recommend that we organize an interview with Macklemore in the main hall. All the students would like to attend, and representatives from each class could ask Macklemore a question. Perhaps we could also consider asking students to design a page for a book that we could give Macklemore as a thank you present. There you go. So, as you can see, reports doesn't have to be hard. This was a very short and easy report to understand. In the instructions, here it says like the director is asking to make a survey. So let's pretend that you made the survey, Angela, and then you are going to write the results of the survey and your suggestions and recommendations. So here in the introduction, you give the information. Okay, I don't know. Do you know what it means, the aims or aims? Do you know what that
Mm,
means?
I no sé, no sé, es como direccionar, como que,
Sí,
no sé,
ajá. O
algo
sea,
así.
la traducción literal, literal, es como puntería.
Ok,
Aim es como la puntería de, pero pues obviamente en este contexto es como, se pueden tener como el objetivo, el punto importante, sí,
ok.
sí, como el objetivo como tal de este reporte. Entonces, pero sin embargo, muchas personas lo utilizan como, ponen esa palabra aims. Muchas personas no lo conocen, la verdad yo hasta hace poquito aprendí de esa palabra, pero usualmente se utiliza cuando acá la gente va a disparar. em,
Ah,
Se utiliza mucho aim, pero usualmente nosotros utilizaríamos como the objective o the idea. Pero bueno, es importante que también tengamos en cuenta esa palabra que se utiliza bastante al momento de escribir, the aim. Entonces, bueno, en la parte de introducción nosotros podemos escribir de qué se va a tratar este reporte y en qué se va a basar el reporte. Esta profesora está diciendo que este reporte va a ser basado en una entrevista, en una encuesta, perdón, que hizo a 70 estudiantes. Luego, como se dice acá, tiene que hacer sugerencias sobre actividades que hacer con Macklemore y un regalo que se le debe hacer a Macklemore. Entonces ya da dos. The activity is that each student is going to ask him a question. The present is that each student can make a message, a drawing, or a poem to give it to him. And then the personal recommendations of that specific teacher is that she will organize the interview in the main hall, and all the students and representatives can go to this event and ask him a question. Perhaps they also should consider that each student will design a page for a book that they are going to do and give to Macklemore. So I will say that like a report has to be very well organized and very direct. Como te puedes dar cuenta, ella acá no hesitó, no le dio vueltas al asunto, fue como, eso se va a hacer así, así y así y así. Yo me basé en tal y tal y tal idea y esta es mi recomendación para hacer este evento posible. Entonces, eso es lo que vamos a hacer hoy, Angela. Vamos a escribir un reporte no exactamente igual a este, pero basándonos en este para encontrar una solución a una posible problema. Entonces, which are the tips for the writing activity? So first is write a title that shows what the report is about. The title has to be very accurate and it has to be connected to the information that we are going to write. So this one was very clear. Macklemore visit to our school. Easy. It has to be very direct and very well connected with the information that we are going to write. Then it's very important to divide your report into clear paragraphs with subheadings. This will make the information very clear and very easy to read. As you can see, she has the headlinings, introduction activity, suitable present, and recommendations. And she divided by paragraph. So it's easier to understand and easy to write too, because you can just focus on just one thing, you know? And then state the report aims in the introduction. Always keep in mind the aim, the objective of this report, so you can complete and write a proper report based on this objective. As you were saying before, we have to use formal language such as full forms rather than contractions. So, for example, here in reports, we can use contractions like you, your, I will. No, it has to be you are, it is, she is going to be, it will. No contractions at all, so the information will be more clear and more formal. And also, you will probably need to make a polite recommendation in the conclusion. So, as you can see, the teacher says, I would recommend that, blah, 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 blah. Perhaps we could also consider. So, usually in reports, in professional reports, they don't ask you for your personal recommendation. But today, I will. So, the conclusion, it can be the same recommendation that you will personally share your opinion and recommendations about certain issues or situations. Do you have any question, vocabulary question,
No,
or
teacher.
general question about it? Okay,
No.
perfect. Okay, good. So now we are going to do check your understanding on this activity. It's going to be very easy and fast, and then we can continue with the rest of the activity. Okay, so the aim of the report is to recommend an activity and present for Macklemore visit. Do you think that's true or false, based on what we just read?
True.
True.
I think it's true.
Okay. The recommendations are based on the author's opinion.
False. I think
Okay.
it's false, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll see. Most students agree that the best activity was an interview.
Yes, it's true.
True. Mm-hmm. A small minority of students like the idea of making a book as a present.
False.
Uh-huh. The report makes polite suggestions based on research done.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, let's see. Chan, chan, chan. No, eres una dicha. Ya, mejor dicho,
I
¿para qué esta
wish.
clase? ¿Para qué esta clase?
Sometimes I use the web page to study, and I get 5 of 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
No, but you
yes,
did
I
very
like that
well.
page. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very good. It's very helpful too. Okay, and the last one that we're going to do based on the text. So we just have to match this. So the objective of this report is to conclude, no, say how you got your information, summarize what you found out, or say why you're writing the report.
Yes, that's the last one. Side way
This
you
one?
are writing the report.
Mm. Okay, the second one. It is based on a survey of say how you got your information or summarize what you found out. We know that conclude is like the last one. So let's just like put it there.
Yes.
So you just have to.
Summarize what you find out, perhaps.
Okay. And
Or
the majority.
show you good.
Mhm.
The majority minority. Let's see. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, it was.
so the majority summarize what you found out, and it is based on a survey of say how you got to your information. Very confusing. But
Yes, just a little.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, we got the point. Okay, so the main activity that you are going to do, I'm going to share this link with you. Second. Da-da-dum. Mhm. Okay, chat. Okay, so I'll send you a Canva, the Canva that we know, a Canva link for you to choose each of these situations. So this is a problem situation, and you have to make a small report giving a solution, one or two solutions, and then your personal recommendation as the report that we just read. So, for example, in this first one is like that your school where you are teaching doesn't have enough recycle bins. The second one is that like there are no like quiet places where you can like study well. Then there is a bullying situation too, and there is like another situation where students don't feel that they have like enough extracurricular activities. And the last one is that that classrooms are becoming overcrowded. Overcrowded is like que están muy llenas, and that each class has too many students, and that made that teachers give them a very hard time to keep like all the students' attention. So you choose your situation, the problem that you want to solve, and based on that situation, you are going to write a report. Let me see. Can I wait? I'm going to I'm going to share both screens so you can, based um, on this structure, you can do your report. There you go. Can you see
Okay,
both
teacher.
pages?
Um, I have to write it belong the
Okay.
or
Okay.
where?
Okay. I will leave it there. I'm going to give you like 10, 12 minutes so you can like finish your report. El reporte no tiene que ser muy largo, Angie. O sea, literal, o sea, párrafos muy corticos de 2 a 3 líneas, porque sabemos que el tiempo lo tenemos limitado. Entonces, igual no pasa nada si no lo terminas, o si necesitas ayuda, pues acá yo estoy pendiente a lo que vayas a escribir. Pero la idea es eso, de que trates de practicar tu writing escribiendo un reporte con la estructura brindada en ese texto que vimos.
Ok, pero lo escribo en dónde? Allí en el campo.
Sí, en el Canva que te envié.
Ah, ok, ok.
Ujú.
Con el tema que yo quiera, ¿no?
Con el tema que tú quieras escoger, tienes
Ah, ok,
5
ok,
temas
ok.
para
Ok,
solucionar, 5 problemas para solucionar y ya. El reporte, de verdad, no tienes que extenderte mucho, algo muy cortico, pero al punto y ya. ¿Listo? Igual yo estoy aquí pendiente si tienes
ok.
preguntas o cualquier cosa. Hi, Adriana, how are you? Can you hear me? I'm very good, thank you. Adriana, the classes start like almost an hour ago, and I was working with Angela in a report. That was the activity. So I'm sorry that you couldn't join. Sí, Adriana, es que la clase, como te comentaba, empezó hace una hora, entonces ya estamos como en la parte final. Sin embargo, te puedes quedar y te puedo dar como un resumen así cortico. La clase
Listo.
estamos hablando de cómo escribir un reporte, las estrategias que debemos tener en cuenta y las estructuras que debemos tener en cuenta al momento de escribir un reporte. Entonces, en este caso, Angela está escribiendo un reporte basado en esta página que estamos leyendo y discutiendo sobre. Entonces, Angela, me avisas cuando ya eh, estés lista y entre pues todas hacemos un feedback. Pero sí, prácticamente era eso, practicar nuestro writing skill, escribiendo un reporte sobre diferentes situaciones, problemas.
Okay, teacher, I had a lot of mistakes in that report, but
Está bien, no pasa nada. Okay, let's
okay.
read it. Okay. There you go. Management classroom in the school. Introduction. The aims of this report are to talk about management classroom overcrowding since working with big group of students can be quite difficult for teachers. Aquí yo pondría como un punto para separar las ideas. In this report, some strategies and methods will be shared to reduce some issues in the classroom. Very good. Strategies and methods. Working with a lot of students in the classroom can be a challenge for teachers since they have to attend all of them. However, there are some strategies
Sí,
that can help
separado.
teachers do their classes. There you go. Less difficult. The teacher can divide the students in smaller groups. Ay, como que le cambias el orden.
Yes, yes.
Therefore, the teacher is going to focus in instead of 30 or 40 students. There you go. Very good. Very good strategy. Recommendations. I would recommend that if you work with an overcrowd, and remember que cuando la otra palabra
Yes.
empieza con vocal se agrega el an.
I told you, teacher, I have a lot of mistakes.
No,
I didn't,
solo
was
han
the
sido
rush, it was
como,
the rush.
sí, no, y solo fue como uno. Ay, Dios mío.
Yes, okay,
Overcrowded
okay.
classroom, you can start looking for new strategies and methods that help you to manage the classroom in an appropriate way. No entiendo el drama, Angela. No lo
Okay.
entiendo.
It was N2. In the last one, it was an. And I put a. It's my dyslexia también.
Oh, yeah, in an appropriate
Okay.
way. No, pero en general lo hiciste muy bien. Me gusta que separaste los párrafos con los subtítulos. Eso es algo que de verdad nos ayuda muchísimo al momento de escribir un reporte. La estrategia que diste es asertiva y va corte al problema que se habló acá anteriormente. Y nada, o sea, sí hay ciertos problemas de gramática, pero son muy mínimos. El contexto y la coherencia que estás dando con tu reporte es asertivo, o sea, lo entendí desde el punto A hasta el punto Z, entonces súper bien, Angela. Siento que los problemas que tienes son muy mínimos, muy mínimos, que se corrigen ya al momento de la práctica y pues de revisar. Obviamente, como no teníamos tanto tiempo, no tuviste tiempo de revisar, pero estoy segura que si hubieses tenido tiempo de revisar, hubieses corregido esos errores que yo te corregí y hubiese sido un 10 de 10. Entonces, súper bien, Angela, tu reporte. ¿Tienes alguna pregunta? Adriana, ¿tienes alguna pregunta en base a lo que acabamos de leer?
No, señor, está todo claro.
No, teacher, in
Listos.
my case, no.
Ok,
Thank you so
perfect.
much for this space, teacher. I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, actually after I'm done with you guys, I'm going to sign up my classes so I won't forget again and you can find me. But yeah, I will see you next week, hopefully.
Hey, teacher.
I send the attendance link in the chat so you can fill it. And that's it. I hope you enjoy your Dia Festivo. Eat a lot, Colombian food, delicious food, and yeah, have fun.
Hey, teacher, bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You
And
too.
see you. Bye bye.
See you next week. Bye bye.